check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hey you, I'm your astrologer Melody, and I'll be your guide through part 2 of what your birth chart says about your love life. Today we'll cover the sun, moon, and rising sign via the elements. And so if you want to learn about compatibility, love, relationships while learning basic astrology, then I'm here for it. Welcome to part 2 of what your birth chart says about your love life. If you haven't seen part 1, I'll link it below. In part 1, I covered planets, glyphs, planet archetypes, and how to understand planet combinations. And remember, you can always rewind the video if you need to review. Okay, compatibility can be seen when we have planets that are in agreeable elements. There are 4 elements: fire, earth, air, and water, and we need all elements to survive. In astrology, every sign of the zodiac belongs to one of these elements. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The fire signs are passionate, quick, instinctual. They are motivated by freedom of action and to have power over their life. The earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They are pragmatic and sensible and patient. They are driven to build and apply energy toward a long-range goal by being industrious and practical. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The air signs are logical, intellectual, and communicative. They are motivated to explore and express ideas without restriction and receive acknowledgement for what they say and think. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Water signs are sensitive and emotional. They are driven by emotional support, security, and intimacy. Let's look at these within relationships. If both people have the sun in an earth element, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, then the higher likelihood of a compatibility. Because if all things equal, they are both going to be practical, patient, and sensible. Now let's look at if someone had a sun sign in a fire sign. Let's say one person had a sun in Leo, and the other person had the sun in Taurus, an earth sign. So fire and earth, what does fire do to earth? Burns it up. Of course, once it's burned, you can have a total transformation and it grows healthier and stronger. So even though there's a tension between these two signs, which in the birth chart or in the chart is a square, these two naturally square each other. There is also an opportunity on the flip side, someone with sun in Pisces, which is a water sign, and sun in Taurus, which is an earth sign. Let's look at the elements and how they work together. So if you put water on earth, it grows. There's abundance. There's opportunity for something to build and grow easily. Whereas with the fire sign, it's harder, it's difficult. But with water and earth, there's an easier flow, an easier growth between the two elements. And these two in the birth chart naturally trine each other. And we'll go into aspects in future videos. Look at the ascendant or rising sign now. The sun, moon, and rising, also known as the ascendant, are going to be the biggest indicators to look at with getting an idea of how they're going to get along. Rising sign is how we represent ourselves to others, or our outer appearance and physical body. So let's say somebody moves through life in a Leo way. So someone with Leo rising is going to move through life in a passionate, warm, quick, fiery way, instinctual way. And someone with a rising sign, an air sign, Libra, which is an air sign, is going to be logical, intellectual. But we put these two elements together, and what happens when air hits fire? It expands it quickly. It's passionate. They grow together easily. So these two elements naturally trine each other. It's not a struggle. They're more compatible elements. Okay, let's go deeper. A situation where two people have zodiac signs that are complementary, like two earth signs, like one sun sign in Virgo and a sun in Taurus. And yet, for some reason, they don't quite get along. Or if you look at deeper and you look at their moon sign, which is how we feel comfortable, how we feel nurtured and secure, and one person has a moon in Leo, which is a fire, quick, passionate sign, and the other has a moon in Cancer, which is a sensitive, nurturing, emotional sign. What does water and fire make? Steam. Steam can be passionate. Steam has potential for energy, but if fire gets too much water, then it puts the fire out. Of course, there's so much more to consider. Chart ruler, house placements, and how they're aspect. The aspects are sextiles, trines, oppositions, and squares. And depending on how the planets are aspected is going to show us if it's easier or harder to manage. But we'll cover aspects and houses in future videos. Okay, let's quickly go over the zodiac signs. Aries. Aries is a fire sign. It's self-assertive, impulsive, direct, forceful, adventurous, initiating, pioneering, active, impatient, competitive. Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. It's sensual, slow, stable, content, deliberate, steady, patient. It can be resistant to change. Gemini is an air sign. Curious, versatile, changeable. It verbalizes everything. It's quick, clever, scattered. It can be superficial or fickle. It's also adaptable, playful, light, witty. It's the communicator of the zodiac. Cancers are water signs. They're nurturing, sensitive, vulnerable. They can be moody. They have emotional attachments. They're intuitive. They like comfort. They're receptive and they're dependent, protective. Leos are fire signs. They are generous, warm, radiant, dramatic, self-expressive, confident. They can be egocentric. They're pride and vitality, enthusiastic, dominant, and they can be arrogant. Virgo is an earth sign. They're discriminating. They can be self-critical, analytical, detail-oriented, perfectionist. They can be skeptical, humble, service-oriented, logical, orderly, and modest. Libra is an air sign. Impartial, fair, tactful, social, balanced, harmonious, graceful, peace, refined, aesthetic, charming, but they can be indecisive. They can be people pleasers. Scorpios is a water sign. They can be passionate, intense, compulsive, obsessive, sexual, intimate, secretive, repressive, powerful, penetrating, magnetic. Sagittarius is a fire sign. Optimistic, jovial, tolerant, philosophical, restless, travelers, good-natured, wise, and they can be blunt. Capricorn is an earth sign. They are serious, determined, self-controlled, cautious, traditional, responsible, dutiful. They can be pessimistic. Aquarius is an air sign. They are objective, detached, aloof, independent, freedom-loving, inventive, future-oriented, humanitarian, altruistic, eccentric, extreme, rebellious. Pisces is a water sign. They're compassionate, empathetic, dreamy, escapist, spiritual, idealistic, fluid, transcending, imaginative, romantic, impressionable, naive. Thank you for watching. I'll be uploading weekly videos. If you have any relationship stories, comments, questions, or video ideas, please leave them in the comments below. And please be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and don't be shy. Come say hi on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, @Cake Astrology. Thanks for watching. Until next time.